I'm struggling with this one a little bit. I think a guy signs up for your university. He is given all he's got. He's actually played. He's contributed. His name is Gerald Mincey. He is now transferred to Kentucky, which is in the SEC and somewhat of a rival. And he seems to be taking shots at the Vols. I don't know if it's playful or not, but let's start with this. Tell me what he's saying.
All right, so as you guys remember, we talked about Gerald Mincey 2 weeks ago, who tweeted out that he was upset that Tennessee fans were coming for him after he hit the transfer portal, and he tweeted something like, I gave my all for Tennessee. I tried really hard for them, and they're being mean to me on Twitter. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm being a troll at this point, and maybe an insensitive reporter, but I'm just very much, I'm annoyed when people complain about fans being mean to them. So that happened a few weeks ago. Okay, Gerald Mincey had his first
Not
press
to
conference.
touch a nerve or anything.
Yeah, not to touch a nerve at all. Gerald Mincey had his first press conference yesterday, speaking to people in the Kentucky community because he's now with the Wildcats. And he mentioned November 2nd 4 times and how he can't wait to go to Neyland Stadium to play Tennessee. And one of his lines was, quote, when we go there November the 2nd to Neyland and bust them in the mouth, we'll put the standard back over here. What do you mean back over here?
Yeah, what position is Gerald Mincey going to play for Kentucky?
I would assume right tackle or left tackle.
Okay, how's he going to do against James Pierce, honestly? All right, 4 Downs is now brought to you by Dynasty Pools and Spas. They don't mince around with great spas. They give you just the absolute best ones. And we're going to talk a little bit Gerald Mincey now.
4 Downs brought to you by Dynasty Spas, the most comfortable spas made in the United States of America, right here in East Tennessee. Drop in for the all-new showroom in Athens. Dynasty Spas, perfect for all 4 seasons. 4 Downs, presented by Off the Hook Sports.
All right, so it is 4 Downs. Let's hop in the hot tub with who? Cooper Mays?
Cooper Mays here. Hit like and subscribe.
All right, well, he's in first. Coop, go ahead and set it up. Let's talk some Gerald Mincey.
Coop here, first down.
Pick a word to describe this, the fact that he's, I think, being propped up by the University of Kentucky as an NIL win when I think Tennessee was probably okay with him walking out the door. I'll let you start with pick the one word to describe this situation, and then I'll pick a word to describe this situation.
Amusing.
Okay, you go amusing, I'll go abusing. I think that Kentucky's abusing this young man and putting him out there to look like a fool, and that's exactly what's happening. At the end of the day, let's go to second down.
Cooper Mays here, second down.
Think Tennessee loses any sleep about losing Gerald Mincey?
No, I don't think they lose any sleep about losing Gerald Mincey. And I don't think they lose any. I think they're making Kentucky a little bit more circle for Tennessee the more he chirps. And Tennessee already beats Kentucky every year. You don't want them circling you for a game.
Okay. This one's going to get me really unpopular. What down is it, Coop?
Tennessee center Cooper Mays here, third down.
Should Mincey still be a VFL? In 60 seconds. Having the best spas made right here in the United States of America in your backyard. Dynasty Pools and Spas. Their showroom is open in Athens right off the interstate. You can stop by and check out the best hot tubs and spas in the market. And then delivery, yes, they can do that to Knoxville or Chattanooga. They've got complete support, spa cover, and chemicals to keep your spa bubbling at its best. They also have pool chemicals as well. Dynasty Pools and Spas, amazing discounts for first responders, military, and even some blemish models that can save you a ton, and no one will ever notice. Mention Off the Hook Sports, get $500 off. Mention Off the Hook Sports, get $500 off. Dynasty Pools and Spas. Go to dynastypoolsandspas.com or stop by that showroom in Athens. dynastypoolsandspas.com. Dynasty Pools and Spas. All right, so the guy worked hard, played hard. If he shows up to some sort of reunion like homecoming one day, should he be considered a VFL by his former teammates and former players at the University of Tennessee? Should he be considered a VFL by Tennessee's fan base? I say absolutely yes. He gave up blood, sweat, and tears. He came to Tennessee. Things didn't work out. He's probably not good enough to play at Tennessee with the offensive linemen they have coming in. He makes a little bit of cash in college when he might not make any in the NFL. I don't blame him for doing that. Put your arm around him. He's still a VFL, even if he's a CFL, cat for life as well. Celebrate Gerald Mincey's career at the University of Tennessee. Don't trash it.
So now we're going to the era of split national champions, split VFLs. You can be a VFL and a CFL and a GFL and a Gator for life. Okay. This has nothing to do with what he's saying, because I think it's fair to attack him for what he's saying. But for the nature of transferring to Tennessee to Kentucky, no. I wouldn't attack him for it, but you can't get VFL status. You have to finish with the school you played at to be that school's member for life. For instance.
They're like, that is total bullshit.
No, it's not. Let me get to my point. You think Oklahoma fans are like, Troy Aikman is a Sooner for life? No, because Troy Aikman transferred to UCLA, and Troy Aikman dominated in the NFL, or didn't dominate, but played well in the NFL as a representative of UCLA. You think only Alabama fans, and we're actually going to praise Alabama fans soon, but I'm attacking them now. Only Alabama fans take credit for a player that didn't finish with their school. They think Jalen Hurts is representative of them in the NFL. And no, he's a representative of Oklahoma, guys.
They do, and that's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. They weren't claiming him as much this year.
Oklahoma, Troy's from Henrietta, Oklahoma, so he fits that style more than he did UCLA, even though he looks like a model, like an LA model. He really fits the style. So I don't know. Do they celebrate him or not? I wouldn't think so. I will tell you this from a recruiting perspective. Where's Gerald Mincey from again? Can you help me with that?
I'm pretty sure he's from Florida.
Okay. Well, I'd keep things open with him. I wouldn't mess with him. I would say, hey, let's go ahead and you can come by and stop by because you might have a little brother. Pragmatically, I would still welcome him. Now, am I going to have him in like the super secret VFL room with Jabari Davis's cigars half off? Probably not. Probably not that. Again, 4 Downs brought to you by Dynasty Pools and Spas in Athens, and they do deliver with everything you need, including the cover, including the steps. The chemicals there that you can order are local, not fillers like you're going to get at the big box stores. So you can order them online, Dynasty Pools and Spas, dynastypoolsandspas.com. What?
Before we get to this last down, guys, Dave obviously thinks Henry To'oTo'o is a Vol for life too.
All SEC center Cooper Mays here. 4th down.
I do, as a matter of fact. Is Tennessee better off with Mincey at Kentucky, given what they brought in? Are they a better offensive line, given that development and given what's been brought in, than they were before?
Yes, John Campbell and Lance Hurd is better than John Campbell and Gerald Mincey. I mean, and I say that I actually think Gerald Mincey is probably the most disciplined of the three. So, I mean, he was the least likely to get you in trouble. But in terms of talent, like John Campbell and Lance Hurd are better, guys. Sorry.
Pretty tough to argue.